Hello and welcome to the overview of the complete fundamental training program. That is micropigmentation, cosmetic tattooing, and we're going to share with you all kinds of information that's going to help you become a great cosmetic artist. We're going to teach you about procedure applications, how to do fabulous, beautiful eyebrows that are either microbladed or machine bladed. That's done with a machine and a nano needle as opposed to a microblade tool. You're going to learn how to do different techniques to create beautiful illusions. But the hairstroke illusions are beautiful, and they can be done and combined with ombre brows or soft powder-filled brows. And we're going to show you all of those options. So when you're finished with our training, you're going to have great hands-on practical application in all things fundamental to cosmetic tattooing. Now, that hair simulation or brow techniques can be done for both men and women, and there's a great growing market in procedures for men. So what a wonderful time to be coming into being a permanent cosmetic artist. You're going to learn how to do lash enhancement eyeliners and for both men and women, beauty marks, lip liners, blended lip techniques, gorgeous lip colors that will just help pop your clients' lips, eyes, and brows. And you get to work on starting with practice pads, of course, and using different learning techniques, using machines, using tools. And then you're going to be complete your training working on live models. So you'll have lots of practical experience by the time you complete the complete fundamental course. We're going to teach you about sterilization and sanitation techniques. In addition to your bloodborne pathogens training, that's an online course, we're going to spend quite a bit of time going over proper sterilization, sanitation to protect you and your clients in creating the best environment that you can for tattooing. We're going to teach you the proper use of topical anesthetics. How do you keep your clients comfortable during the procedure? And what we use, how to apply them to get the optimum results in the potency that we're able to use in cosmetic tattooing. We're also going to learn about procedure room setup from the initial setup of the tray and all the way until the client is finished. Learn proper protocol according to OSHA, CDC, and NICE guidelines. And so it's just important to have a great working knowledge of how to do things properly. We're going to teach you a bit about photography of all things, because having a wonderful portfolio that you can share your work is going to bring you more clients. And so we're going to work on helping you create a portfolio out of the models that you do in studio, and additionally give you some tips and tricks on things that you can do to create your own wonderful video library or photo library, but your book of business to help you get more clients so that they can see your beautiful work. You're going to learn about different devices and different techniques in using those, whether it be a hand tool, a manual tool, or a digital machine tool. You're going to get practical application in all of that. We're going to learn about before and after care so that you can best advise your clients on what to expect and how to take care of their new and beautiful permanent cosmetics. You're going to learn about needle groupings and why that has an impact on your healed out results, how to choose which needle grouping, why you choose them, and the different nuances of all of that. Successful marketing strategies. Now, when we started this business many years ago, it was me, a sole woman, working in an 8x8 room. And we now have a beautiful 1,700 square foot suite where we have other artists come in as guest artists. I have partnered, and I'm going to show you everything that I learned along the way to build the business to where I have it today. You may choose to have a small business, a medium-sized business, or a big business, but successful marketing strategies are going to help you get there quicker. So we're going to talk about makeup artistry and symmetry, facial morphology, what that means and how it has an impact on the permanent cosmetics that you do with your clients. We're going to teach you the technical application, all of the phases, proper needle depth, how to hold your machine, how to get the maximum results out of the tools that you have available to you. We're going to talk about insurance and show you, well, with insurance, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So having insurance in many states is not required. However, it would be in your best interest to have proper insurance. And so we'll talk about the different insurance companies, how you get the insurance that you need, and all of the different pieces to that. Anatomy is very important, understanding how skin works and how our cosmetic tattoo inks work in people's skin and the proper depth. We're going to talk about businesses, how to set up a business appropriately for yourself, whether you're going to be a sole proprietor, an LLC. You do still need the services of a good lawyer and a good accountant or CPA, but we're going to give you some really good working information so that you're able to get your business set up and started, and figure out what's going to be the best business model for you. We're going to spend lots of time talking about color theory and why it is essential in creating the best cosmetic results for your clients. And there's just a huge lack of knowledge about proper colors and how they work. And so we're going to spend plenty of time on that to make sure you're very competent. Skin undertones, how the complexity of somebody's skin tone affects the healed out result of their permanent cosmetics. Very important. And so it's just an integral part of your learning, and we're going to make sure you're very comfortable with that. Product knowledge, all about the different pigments, all of the products that we use. We actually are going to give you our information on all of the manufacturers that we work with or have worked with, and how and where you get the products that you need to set your business up. I'm going to spend time with you teaching you how to do a proper consultation. A consultation is, one, a place for your clients to meet you and see if you're a good fit for them, but it's also an opportunity for you to create a client for life, giving them the time and the information that they need and making sure that permanent cosmetics is the right thing for them. We're going to get you through that whole process so that, one, that client's going to stay with you for that session or that period of time, so they don't need to go down the road any further, that you're going to be able to talk to them in a way that makes them realize that you are very competent and very able to provide the services that they need. We're going to teach about proper color mixing. We'll do some of that in studio in the hands-on training, but quite a bit of that is in the color theory portion of the training as well. And so how to mix the colors properly, how to use the neutralizing colors to create formulas that are going to be just right for each individual person's skin tone. We're going to share with you the opportunity to be able to come back and be your resource. Our students are always able to come back for free refresher days, and we offer ongoing support with our private discussion board, texts, and emails. So we want to be that resource for you so you don't ever have to worry that you can't get your question answered in a timely manner. Our goal really is for you to be successful, and so what we're going to find out from you is what it is that your goals are, and we're going to help you get there. We're going to work one-on-one in our hands-on practical applications to help you develop the skills that you need to be a successful artist. Step one is the reading an online companion guide to the SPCP manual, and that is the pre-reading assignment. Basically, it's the video lessons that come through the online training portion that is the companion to that. The guide itself is about a 400-page manual. It'll take about 35 hours of self-study to get through the reading portion and the companion manual online. There's also a glossary of terms. If you didn't receive it with your book in the mail, you will be able to download that directly from your training. And then the bloodborne pathogens online course. It is not included with our training here. However, we'll set you up with some links of companies that you can go to get that online training. Word of caution, do not just go to any online bloodborne pathogen training. We want to make sure that you're going to a company that is approved through the SPCP so that that bloodborne pathogens training will count towards your membership and your credentialing. Step two is the online virtual classroom. That's where it's going to prepare you for the in-studio portion. It's approximately 45 hours or 5 days worth of learning, and it is all done virtually and online, but it's more in-depth information with videos, discussion boards, worksheets, and assignments, just to help test your knowledge so that when you do come in for the hands-on in-studio training, you're completely prepared and ready to go. Now, for most of our students, this is the most exciting, the most fun portion of the learning. You'll come into the studio for 5 consecutive days. You're going to work with all types of tools and implements. You're going to work with practice materials and then graduate onto live models. You're going to build a portfolio of your work, and we'll be videoing your work and working side by side with you. That video is something that you get to keep to have as a reference so that you can go back and remember what it was that you did learn in studio. And then those videos, you can also use them as promotional products to build your business. They're just a great tool. Now, that hands-on in-studio training is side by side. A student is never left alone, basically, with a model. Our models are our guests. They are gracious to offer their skin for you to practice on. We take that very seriously. So we're going to make sure that everything that you do on your live models is absolutely perfect. So that's why sitting side by side, one-on-one with the instructor is absolutely the best way to learn that. A little bit more on the timeline, how this thing happens. Everything we do is targeted to the conclusion. However, we're going to be very flexible in accommodating your learning curve and what you need. So it is definitely at your own pace when you are doing the virtual portions of this training. So the reading assignments, we expect that usually takes about 4 weeks, and that's in combination with your online companion. The 1 to 2 weeks more for the virtual classroom, and then you're into the studio for the hands-on training portion. Now, my goal is to really exceed your expectations. I'm going to answer any and all of your questions. I'm going to share all my secrets. I'm going to go over the subject matter until you have a very good comprehensive understanding. And we're going to get into greater detail on that in the virtual classroom and also in the hands-on. So everything that we do now and in these beginning steps is building on knowledge and building on more knowledge, so that by the time you get into the studio for that hands-on portion, it really is fun and you really are ready for it. So the required reading must be completed prior to the classroom and the hands-on training. There are absolutely no exceptions for that. You must read the manual, you must finish the online companion, and you must do the virtual classroom training before you come in. Now, everything that we teach throughout this course is based on the information that is in the Permanent Cosmetics, the Foundation of Fundamental Applications. Now, this is the Society of Permanent Cosmetic Professionals, or the SPCP's guide. It is a wonderful manual as a reference guide. It's put together by absolutely brilliant people in our industry. So those are the things that are the beginning of the beginning, and once you sign up for the course, you will receive the book and the glossary, your login, so that you can start the companion online learning with the manual. All right. Thanks for watching and listening. I'll be looking forward to seeing you soon.